tid. Ching chang ching lutilej. Omkring ham dalede sneen hvid. Ching chang ching lutilej.
So, the topic of the episode show this week is peripherals.
Okay.
Like different controllers, different things that we play with. And I'll go ahead and start with the guitars, drums, stuff that came with Rock Band.
Okay.
Because those were awesome. Like they broke.
Sure.
But like it was something that everybody could pick up and just get with.
Yeah.
And that was a really fun thing. And then I recently found out how the light gun for regular Nintendo worked. Yeah. Where if you just pointed at a white piece of paper and you get all the ducks.
Interesting.
Because what happens, okay, so you know how the screen flashes for a second? So what it does is it flashes black and there's a white area around the duck. So if the gun picks up the white from the square that's around the duck, you win. So you can just point it at a piece of paper and win every time.
That's pretty great.
So yeah. So I don't know if there's an ending to Duck Hunt, but if I ever get my hands on an original light gun, I can find out.
I don't think I ever played for more than a few episodes, or a few levels at a time as a kid.
Yeah,
it just was.
Well, I mean, it gets to a point where like they're
so
crazy fast, and you have to shoot like 8 of them every level.
Yeah,
and it's stupid freaking dog.
We should test that.
Okay. We'll see what we can do about that, but yeah, do you have any that you remember in particular?
In terms of peripherals, the ones that I always found interesting is like because you know how you go to the arcade and you have the Time Crisis guns,
right?
And so it was always kind of a bummer, like if you got the ones with like PlayStation 2, because I think that was Time Crisis 3 or 4 that I had on PS2, and it worked. It just doesn't have that same feel, like. Because I love Time Crisis, first of all, and you have the pedal that you're supposed to step on in the arcade. Well, at the home version, it was a side button, and it just doesn't have that same stand up and shoot things feel. But I always loved those kind of peripherals at the actual arcade, like things like that gun or the what was the one that had like the machine gun? Just the ones that would go click, 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 like whatever. Yeah. Like it's just all it just added that.
See, I hadn't really thought about that. I'd just been thinking about home peripherals, but like arcade machines, like they could spend the extra money and put in however much, because like there was never a DDR dance pad that worked.
Right. No, the cushion.
Well, we got the cushion ones, we got the pad ones, like the twister thing, and then we actually spent Tyson and I spent $150 and bought like a full on. It was supposed to be like as close to the arcade as you could get without buying an arcade machine. Yeah. And it lasted like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And we were so pissed off.
Did the plexi break on it or something? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it was gone. Cuz like if I could have had, I would like from like here down, I would be just rock solid muscle if I could have had a DDR machine that worked at home.
Yeah. No, because anytime I try, because I suck at DDR, first of all, but everybody got one at some point if they had a video game console, just, for the parties and whatnot, and you're just on that cushion thing, and you're like, feel like you're just going to slip and die at some point.
And there were a couple of accidents, like I fell and busted my head. Yeah. And that was
fun. Or like sticking with like the arcades, like even though it was a terrible movie, obviously, but Pod Racer, and so the Pod Racer machine where you actually got to like feel like that Orphan Annie.
Right, it's not a real pod racer unless you feel like an orphan. Yeah. There's also the Star Wars trilogy game where you had the lightsaber.
Yeah, so
that was cool.
I used to play that game every day before work. I worked across from GameWorks in Grapevine, and I would top score that game every week. Not top score, but top like leaderboard. Yeah. I would play that game once every single day, and I could beat it in 30 minutes. So I would show up 35 minutes before work.
There you go.
Play it, play through it, get a top score. It's my favorite arcade game.
That is awesome. At Alex's bachelor party thing,
Dave and Buster's.
Yeah, at Dave and Buster's, we did the thing where you were sitting in the booth and you were shooting zombies and stuff with and it had like the puff of air on you and it tried to scare you all the time.
Like the 4D. That's cool.
Yeah. That was pretty cool. So
if we ever get to that level at home, that'll be, I don't know, I feel like VR is probably like eventually going to be something like that.
Yeah, it's a step in that direction.
I still haven't gotten the VR headset, but I'm hoping to this year.
I'm still kind of collecting all the consoles. Okay, so Courtney's going to get to go to Scotland on vacation in November.
That's dope.
Yeah. So I'm getting a Switch. Because
it's a trade.
But see, the funny thing is, the system seller for me is Afterbirth Plus.
Okay.
Because I have it on PlayStation, but I want the controls to feel like this one.
Sure.
Like it's just the Vita.
Yeah.
It's just like the tiniest motion, and I can't play that game on PlayStation, which sucks.
Yeah.
Because it's like such a reaction game. But anyway, that's controller relevant.
Mario's the seller for me. Like,
yeah.
Because I had Breath of the Wild and I beat Breath of the Wild, but I had it on Wii U and it functioned just fine. Like everybody's gonna be like, no, it's not. It worked.
Yeah, and
same.
Yeah, they were talking about the draw distance. Okay, I don't have to fight anything off over that way.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, and they also, I think that they're patching that. I think I just read something that they're patching frame rate dips.
Yeah, I know they patched the Switch version. I don't know if the Wii U one got patched.
Probably not. We get no.
But anyway, so those are some of our favorite controllers that are unusual or abnormal. And let us know in the comments down there. Let us know in the comments what controllers you liked, which ones you bought, and if you ever wasted $150 on something that lasted 3 weeks.
Did you ever see that one on 3DS? The Guitar Hero on 3DS, like the little 4 buttons.
Oh yeah,
I thought I thought from a concept point though, like having that kind of thing plug into a 3DS, like a 3DS peripheral.
Yeah.
Imagine like they need to do a Pokeball.
I like the 3DS the extra stick thing.
Yeah,
that was cool. I like that.
You need to do a Pokeball, Nintendo. Hook that up with the Switch. Let's do it.
Yeah, do that, and then send us one and we'll test it.
Yeah, for free.
For free.